If on December 25th, 2020, you were counting down the hours until you could open your PS5 underneath the Christmas tree, instead of counting Trump's lies, you might be a first-time voter and you might not remember how frustratingly dishonest things got when this guy was president. So, let me take you back to one day under Donald Trump. On December 25th, 2020, Donald Trump told the 30,000th lie of his presidency. Hooray! According to the Washington Post, Trump told an average of 21 lies per day as president, putting big number 30,000 right around Christmas Day. We can't be sure which specific lie put Trump over the top, but my money is on him telling Don Jr. and Eric he'll be home for Christmas before ghosting them at Mar-a-Lago. Again. But this nonstop lying isn't just a quirk. It's straight from the authoritarian playbook. Scholars like Ruth Ben-Ghiat and Jason Stanley explain that eroding the concept of truth is essential for authoritarian control. The use of lies takes place in a larger effort to turn the public against alternate sources of authority. The goal isn't just to mislead, it's to create a world where only the one leader's version of events matters. It's like how the Fast and Furious franchise somehow convinced diehard fans that family is more important than physics. If you want to be part of the crew, you just nod and buckle up.
You've quoted General Milley. He said that he's a fascist to the core, which I think is true, but it's not simply that he's a fascist to the core, he's an undisguised fascist.
With over 30,000 Trump lies to choose from, we can't possibly cover all of them, but let's take a look back at some of Trump's greatest hits.
The crowd was massive. That was all the way back down to the Washington Monument.
Aw, baby's first gaslight. Here's an image of Trump's inauguration in 2017, compared to Obama's in 2009. Overcompensating much?
We built the greatest economy in the history of the world.
The economy did better under Clinton, Johnson, and Eisenhower. Trump gave us a trade war and record debt.
Do you have a plan to contain the coronavirus in the U.S.?
We do have a plan, and we think it's going to be handled very well.
Trump had no plan for COVID. He disbanded a pandemic response team, actively overruled experts, and forbid officials from talking about the virus because he felt like it made him look bad. But that didn't stop him from secretly sending Vladimir Putin COVID tests in the middle of a shortage. And then, of course, there's the big lie.
We won Georgia easily. We won it by hundreds of thousands of votes. Actually, I won Wisconsin.
As everybody saw, we won by historic numbers.
Trump is giving peak Delulu. And now, during the 2024 campaign, he's still lying.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. Well, you had a peaceful transfer of power. But that was a day of love. I'm the father of IVF. Every legal scholar wanted it brought back to the states. I'm very strong on women's reproductive rights.
After sifting through hundreds of these lies for this series, one thing is crystal clear. Trump's dishonesty isn't just frustrating or funny, it's dangerous. Societies where trust breaks down become breeding grounds for corruption, crime, and lost rights. If no one can trust the people in charge, the whole system crumbles. And now that we're at the end, 27 videos and 27 different shirts later, it all comes down to you and your vote. Election week is here and it's time to act. Because the last thing I want under the Christmas tree this year is a stocking full of authoritarianism. And trust me, I don't have nearly enough closet space to cover 4 more years of this bullshit. So make your voice heard this November 5th. Please go vote. I don't want to do this anymore.